Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. J. Thanks for joining me. Whoops, I'm just trying to get that camera a little settled here. There we go, to give me a little bit more space to work. So these are the answer keys for the other worksheets that I sent you and were in the framework this week. These are review worksheets on perimeter and area. So one is 5.3 reteach and the other one is 5.4. So you'll either need to have these or follow along with me, or you can use these as your answer key. Okay, so this is what these are the two worksheets and what they look like. And I'm going to, I see my ruler on the other table. I'm going to grab my ruler before we start, because you know, I'm not always that good at drawing straight edges, am I? I usually need a little bit of help. So I'm going to keep my ruler handy. And I'm going to put 5.4 to the side for right now. And I'm going to take a look at 5.3. So number 1 says, these rectangles each have a perimeter of 14 units. There was one more possible rectangle with a perimeter of 14 units. Draw it and label its sides and lengths and area. Okay, so first of all, let's remember that perimeter, remember when we had our capital P, perimeter means we are counting up around the outside. And the way that I did that as I used my little equal dash marks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, yep, so perimeter equals 14. And on this rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I miscount? 1, 2, oh, see, I missed one right there. That's why you make little dash marks. Now I have 14. See how easy it is to miscount? All right, and if I look at my area, this rectangle has 6 square units. This rectangle's a little fatter. It has 10 square units, but they each have a perimeter of 14. So I'm kind of seeing a pattern that the rectangles are getting a little fatter and they're getting a little shorter. So, I need one more rectangle with a perimeter of 14. So this one has 1 for a length. This one has 2 for the lengths. What if I made one that had 3 for the length? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that's the pattern. 1, 2, 3. So then however long my rectangle is, so if this is 3, I know my other side's going to be 3. Well, half of 14, because this side and this side would double to 14, would be 7. Oh, so let's say I made this one 4 lengths. Let's see if that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I finished that rectangle, oops, I went a little too far. That's what happens when you can't see where your lines are going. Let's see if I got my perimeter, if it would be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yay! All right, so the perimeter is 14, and I'm going to put my labels on all of those units. And I have to find the area. So remember, to find the area, I can make my little squares on the inside. Or you may remember, I can multiply the 3 and the 4. That's actually the quicker way to do it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. My area is 12 square units. And remember, I have to have square because that's what I'm counting. All right, so look at that. I have 3 different rectangles, all with the same perimeter, but with different areas. So now this says, compare the shapes of the rectangles with the least and greatest areas. Okay, well, I'm going to look for a different marker. That would be this rectangle and that rectangle, because this one has an area of 6 and that one has an area of 12. So if I'm going to compare them, I guess I could say the one with 6 square units, I don't know, it's long and skinny, right? If I were just to look at the shape, it's long and skinny. And then I guess the one with 12 square units, I would say, is kind of short and fatter? I don't know, chubbier? What do you call a rectangle? Short and thicker? Oh, I don't know. Shorter and maybe we'll just say fatter. I don't know how else to describe it. Shorter and fatter. Okay. Is there anything else that we could say about those rectangles? I also kind of noticed that this rectangle with the smaller unit has sides that are very different lengths, right? Like 1 and 6 are really far apart, but this one has sides that are really close together. They're much closer to being a square, aren't they? All right, so that's another different, the lengths of the sides. But then again, that's what makes this one long and skinny, and that's what makes this one a little shorter and, I don't know, whatever we want to call it. Fatter, chubbier, wider, shorter and wider. I don't know. So just another observation. Okay, so hopefully you were at least able to come up with a rectangle that was 3 by 4. All right. So let's take a look at number 3. So this rectangle has an area of 16 square units. There are 2 more rectangles with an area of 16 square units. Draw them. Label their sides and perimeters. Okay, so this is 1 times 16. And we're looking at the area. So I have to have the number of squares on the inside. And I'm thinking that this is probably related to multiplication facts. Look, because if I have 1 times 16 equals 16, and that's my area, I'm thinking I could also have 2 times 8, and that would give me 16 squares. I could also have 4 times 4, and that would give me 16 squares. So I'm thinking that those are the right answers for my area. So I'm going to make a rectangle. I have to move some of the stuff on my table. That is 2 squares down, and I've got to count 8. 1, whoa, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to go back up 2 and over. So if I had 2 times 8, that would give me 16 for area. And then if I did one that was 4 by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, that would also give me 16 blocks. So that would give me, oh, not 4 by 16, 4 by 4 gives me 16 square units. Okay, so hopefully on this paper, those were the rectangles and the shapes that you were able to draw and come up with. If you didn't get them quite right, or you didn't have them all, hopefully now you can fill them in now that you've had a little direction, and maybe seeing them now helped you understand the question a little bit better. I'm gonna fix my camera, looks a little tippy. There we go. All right, so that was 5.3 reteach. Now 5.4, I love this. I think this is fun. We're gonna find area of composite figures. And that kind of means you can take one shape and you can divide it into two. And what they've done is they have used multiplication facts to get the area for the smaller sections. Remember, this is when we did like rectangle A and rectangle B the other day. And if I count 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, I get 12. And if I count 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I get 10. And if I add that, I get 22 square units altogether. Now, the other thing you can do is you can also just count the squares to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yay! 22, I'm going to abbreviate, square units. Okay? So you get a star for the correct answer. You get a star for the correct label. Now, this shape is a little unique because they've actually divided this one into 3 shapes. So we have an A, we have a B, and we have a C. Okay, so let's take a look. Now, this rectangle looks like 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is going to give me 10 square units. This one is 2 times 1, 2, 3. So that's going to give me 6 square units. And this one is 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times 4. That's going to give me 8 square units total. So now, if you take the time to count all of those up, you should end up with, let's double check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 square units. Okay. All right, this one's pretty easy. We're just going to divide this one into 2 shapes right here. And we're going to have shape A and shape B. And if I was to divide them up and then I was to find the area, I would have 2 times 2. That would give me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I had 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 times 7, that would give me 14. It looks like I have 18 square units, but let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 square units is correct. Okay, 18 square units. All right, number 4. Let's take a look at this one. This one looks like it's going to be divided into 3 rectangles too. We're going to have another A, B, and C. So you could either draw your line this way or you could draw it up this way. Sometimes there's no right or wrong way which way you divide them up, but I'm going to go that way so that I've got all 3 of my rectangles in a row. So I've got A, B, and C. So if I do, this is 1 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This area would be 5 square units. 1, 2, this looks like 3 times 3. This would give me 9. This is another 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one would give me 18. So if I was to add, this is 14 plus 18. 18 to 1. It looks like I should have 32 square units altogether. But let's count and double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, my answers match. 32 square units. You get a star for the label and a star for the correct area. All right, so my last problem, I'm gonna make my rectangles go this way this time. I'm gonna do A, B, and C on top of each other. And if you did it a different way, you know, if you did it the up and down way like I just did here, that's okay. Your little areas should be different, but the big final area that you get at the end should match if you have the right answer. Okay, so this should be A, B, and C. So let's do, I've got 2 times 1, 2, 3. That would give me 6. I've got 2 times 1, 2, 3, 2 times 4. This rectangle would give me 8 square units. And another 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 times 6, this one would give me 12. And it looks like I would have a 14 and a 12 added together, right? 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 12. I would have 26 altogether, 26 square units. So let's just double count. Double check by counting. Nope, double, yes, check by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yay! 26 square units. All right, boys and girls, so there's a little review on perimeter and area, and how perimeters and areas can be very different, and the shape and the size of a figure definitely can alter and change perimeters and areas. And this worksheet had to do with finding area of composite shape. So basically all you have to do is divide the weird shape into squares or rectangles, add them up, and get the total amount. So I hope you did well with that. If you had to go over it again, or whether you were using it as an answer key, or if you did it with me, that's okay. But anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.